Oh my god. What? You're trying too much. Crazy cat. Alright. It's crazy. Alright. 有关 download. This is my I have 2 notebooks. These are my automatic writing notebooks, so I write a lot of my downloads in these notebooks. So before we get into the message, since this video is gonna be posted on YouTube, so I'm just gonna be flowing as always. Well, meanwhile, enjoy my popcorn. Never try popcorn in the morning, or this is kind of like more morning and noon. Enjoying it so much. And a chamomile tea. Lovely. Yeah. So I do have these, my 2 lovely notebooks. I actually started off with this one. It was during the most difficult period of my life. One of the most difficult periods of my life, where I went into a hermit mode, where I went through a period of rebirth. And if you guys know, if anyone finds this video, there might be a message for you in this video. This is a little story of myself, of my little spiritual journey, if you would like. Of my it's inevitable, everyone has to go through this, right? So it's this little hermit journey, and the hermit journey is when you are being isolated from everything, even though sometimes you don't want to be isolated. You're forced to be in isolation, and that's what happened to me during that period. And everything collapsed in my world, past relationships, past friendships, everything, even my own identity collapsed. The way I look at life, my perspectives, my understanding of realities, all of that, everything collapsed. And I was forced being in this hermit mode. And some you would like to call it the cocoon period. The cocoon period is when the caterpillar goes into this cocoon, when things seems really dark because you can't really see what's really happening, or you don't even know what's happening. And the only thing that you can do, the only thing that I can do at that time was surrender. Surrender. Falling into the void. And allowing myself to feel all the emotions. A lot of emotions are very bad. Crying, lots of crying, lots of anger, lots of frustrations, lots of complicated emotions. And so during that period, I have this notebook with me, because I was being forced, because I was trying to make plans with going out, and I couldn't go out because it's just, nothing just goes right, you know. And then also I didn't have money. I lost some of my money in some investments, and because I was moving, you know, I had to buy food and all that kind of stuff, so I was not going out. So in every fucking way, there's no way. And sometimes this is the hermit journey. It's not like I don't need to go out into like some kind of mountains and isolate myself like the typical like guru kind of shit, but no, it was just like me in my little neighborhood in Queens in New York City. But I was not really, you know, there's no one to talk to about what I was going through. I even cut my families off. I had to. Crashing out hard. Trying to understand what's happening, you know, trying to understand what am I here to do? Who am I? So it is a hermit journey, but it's not like it doesn't matter what the outside world is, what I am. The hermit journey is within. I was forced to go within, and the only joy, the only bliss, the only inspiration I had was actually connecting with source, connecting with, I don't know, what you would like to call it, but I would just call it source. And a lot of people describe it as source, is the source of everything, all that is of the universe. And that's when I started channeling informations, and that, because that's the only thing I was interested in. I had no interest in anything. I didn't even have any interest in living. Like, I just didn't have any interest in anything in the physical world. The only thing that kept me going is the connection. Like, I know there's something that I need to do. And so well, of course, music. Music is everything. Thank you, Jordan. God is peace and divine love to you as well. Back to you. So I was speaking to source with all that is, and the only thing that gave me peace, and I was actually, you know, besides being human and besides having this identity and doing all this stuff and just, you know, living this life, I feel like I was kind of in the void, and everything happening at once. Like, the only moment that really like the moments when I'm in tune with source and just like downloading in the flow state and just downloading these informations, despite my living situation was kind of bad at the time, but like it's not bad, but like I can, like, I'm living, like everything is fine, like I'm still in my home, and like I have food, I have everything, like it's just like minimal, and so it's kept it that way. No new friends and like no distractions from the outside world. It's just me and source, and that amazing intimate moments that I was having almost every day, and that kind of helped me develop this really lovely habits of tuning in. And I feel like this is important because I feel like this would be helpful for a lot of people, because everyone, all of you have your source. Your source is, I mean, my source is my source, your source is your source, and our source is the same source. You know what I mean? Is all that is. And you have to make space and time in going really intimate with that source of your. And it's hard because that's why I was being forced to do that, because there's so much distractions going on, you know, like all these people, environments, things to do, you know, shiny things outside, and you have to kind of surrender into darkness, which is the void, I call it. It is nothingness. The void is nothingness, no distractions at all, and it feels like you need to crack yourself. You need to like, you just need to like kind of die in a sense, and just like surrender and surrender and surrender, and just like let everything fall away, and just all you have left is your consciousness within this body, and that's all you had left. And that's when I start doing this automatic channeling, just communicating and just interacting with source on such an intimate level. I don't really know how to describe it, and I'm still today sometimes. I want to talk about this because yesterday, I feel like I'm being brought back into this space where I'm being called to do this again. Because at certain times of your life where you feel like you're at a darker moment, because I know like this kind of stuff people aren't willing to talk about, but yeah, I'm gonna talk about this stuff. Like, this is important shit, you know? So, like, how to deal with this, right? So, I love this notebook. It's a Dog Arts Defense. Basically, it looks like a book, but it's actually a notebook. So, as you can see, this is a download from yesterday of me going within, connecting with source. And then this one is the first one. I have lots of little graph, just connecting, because at that point, you know what I mean, when you have nothing left, like you cut off all your friends, your relationships, your family, you have fucking nothing left. It's like death, but you're still living. Like, you don't even have money in your bank account. I mean, I'm talking about you as me. Maybe some of you might be able to resonate with this, and maybe that's why I'm saying you. So at that point, my mindset was like, what now? Like, I don't give a fuck because I have nothing anyway. You came into this world with nothing anyway. You were born naked. And you will die naked. And nothing will be left. All your bones, every inch of yourself is going to be absorbed back into earth. Nothing is going to be left of you except for your soul essence. Well, leave the body and leave this earth, right? So and think about it. You came into this world from nothing. From 2 cells? A sperm cell and an egg cell, and then just like coming together, and then isn't it like magical in a way? So it is. So I felt like, went back to a space where I'm nothing. And it feels good. It feels good. Some of you know exactly what I'm talking about because you're feeling it. You're feeling it. It's like, is what I call a true home. The void is, oof. Man, I'm getting emotional right here. Because I do talk a lot about like these intense emotions in my channel, in my videos. And I know a lot of people try to avoid this kind of stuff because, hey, why don't we just watch cat videos? Why don't we just watch funny brain rot videos? But people look at this stuff, it triggers the fuck out of them. They're like, okay, you know what? Let's not look at this. But here I am. And this is my area of stuff. I'm going to talk about this stuff. Even though it's going to make people uncomfortable. It's intense. It's heavy emotions. It's dense emotions. But, trust me, you will be able to feel the bliss of life after going through this. I know. It's crazy to think of. Yeah, Alex. Yeah. And then when you're in the void without any distractions, you'll be able to you'll be able to connect. All right. So let's get into it, shall we? But this is let's see. maybe I'll read a little bit from all the writings that I've got, because some of them is kind of like a poetry. Some of them is like actual like map of the universe. Like sometimes I would draw like map of the universe. You know, sometimes it's like just like this little thing. Sometimes it's just like writings. I even had like a whole soul map of my own, and I don't know if someone else wrote this in my book. It seems like a kid's writing. Oh, this is during another channeling. No, I was still doing the channeling at that time. Now I did that, and that's what I did yesterday. So I'm being called to share this with y'all, because everyone needs this, because this is what truly gives you power. All right, I wanted to, there's something I want to, oh, some of them's deeply secret though. Some of them is deep ass mystery secret about the universe that I might not share with everyone, because those are like secret of the universe. Those are like my favorite. I cannot share those with everyone. Hey Greg. Hey Greg. Daily reminder that you are loved. Thank you, daily reminder that you are loved. Thank you. Thank you. And that goes out for everyone. Okay, I just give you a little glimpse of it. Beep. Alright, don't screenshot it, alright? It's my secret. And anyway, so this is a whole soul map of my own, of all my past lives and what I've done, and including it traced all the way back to Lemuria, because that's when I started my journey here on Earth, in Lemuria. And then Atlantis, 2 lifetimes in Atlantis, and then countless hundreds and lifetimes after the fall of Atlantis, which is kind of simultaneous and parallel. So it's not like past life. So it's more like I come in here one, and then I also come in the past. So that was the realization. That was part of the download. So I come in the present, and I also come in the past and the future. So that's, but before that, it was in veil. We're not really living in a bubble that is forgetful, right? That we come here, we reincarnate, and we forget everything, and karma, and it's like all that kind of shit. So like after that is the veiled lifetimes. So I've drew out the whole map, and that's what I do. If you're ready, this is intense shit, very intense stuff, because that's I don't know, like that is also another download. If you're an OG player in the universe, you're in for some intense stuff. You ain't gonna like those like boring ass stuff. Like, okay, you get a little laugh from it. Okay, what next? You know, that's why you're here. I have all the oddballs here. All of you guys are OG players of the universe. You ain't gonna like, all right, all these entertaining shit out there is kind of brainless. Like I can like, after 2 scroll, I'm done. Like, hey, you know what I mean? You always have that inner fucking deep search for something deep and intense and just like makes you feel alive. You know what I mean? And that's just like another deeper understanding of myself, kind of from the download from yesterday. So, you know what I'm saying? And okay, so let's get back to that. It took a little while. I can't really exactly tell you, but because past life awakening is simultaneous. Yeah, but I would probably say it's a little more fair. It took me 3 years to kind of finally came to it's a journey into the void. you have an awakening, and you have many small awakenings, and you have purging and healing, and you have a lot of these like healing, and then you have a lot of triggering, and then the triggers you to heal a lot of past life. You have to heal all of them in order to awaken to them, because if you don't heal it, you won't be, your consciousness aren't gonna know. And it's like a test, right? Like, you're not gonna be revealed the true answer once you like, oh, hey, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, basically. And so it's not linear. And when I fall into this void finally, and I realized, wow, I did it. I fucking did it. I did it. I passed all the tests. I healed all the past life, but no, not everyone is perfect. We're still healing. There's still part of us that's still healing, but to a point where I can access this soul map. And I'm like, in a way, I don't know how to describe it. Like, yeah, you know, like when you're in the cocoon, you're being restructured and everything is like a chaos. And then so within the cocoon, what you're doing in the cocoon is you're rebuilding yourself, right? And then so you're kind of like accessing different layers of you, from the past, from the present, from the future, from parallel realities, from all different realities, from cosmos, from this different layers of dimensions, and you're pulling all of that information, and you're finally putting that all together like a map, like a puzzle, and then you're putting all the puzzle pieces together. But then you've been working on each individual puzzle pieces for lifetimes. And you know, it's very fair, because it does seems like some people are talented at a certain thing, but no, it just, you just see it in this tiny perspective, but you've been working on that shit for lifetimes, you know? And that's why. Can you not remember your past life? Yeah. I did not remember my past life. It take a while. So, okay, so that's that. That's that, a little glimpse. It also came to me as my soul purpose also came to me. So all of this download during a void, when I fucking in the cocoon. And how can you be sure if you have so many? You have so many. Tell me about one. How can you be sure? All right, let's talk about that. And it seems like you guys are interested, but definitely this is part of it. All right. So, you can access your past life. Well, each and every one have many, countless past lives. At this point, most people on Earth here, the past lives are actually a little more complicated. If you're a starseed, if you're a light worker, you're from outside of Earth, your past life can be imprinted. And so a lot of my past life can be imprinted. But those are more like the insignificant past lives. And you will have significant past lives where you access certain gifts and talents, where you've built certain evolutions of your soul growth, and where there was past life and you did nothing meaningful. So those are the past life that I would say insignificant past life. And so what I'm saying is, we always want to you will always because sometimes people ask me this stupid questions, because like, I mean, if you live a meaningless life, well, why would we look into that? It was a fucking waste of time. So you know what I mean? So and so why I work with people is, when you look into these access to these past life and future life, where some of your talents are so important for you in this life, that you needed to do certain, you came here, you have a soul blueprint that you came here for, which is like a goal, like you've set up for yourself, like, okay, I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna do this, you know, this is my plan, and you're gonna like, and then you have a plan, a little soul blueprint, and like, okay, I need certain abilities and talents and certain skills to achieve this. And then so you already know yourself, like what kind of abilities and talents and skills you have. And some of you might be like me, an overachiever that wanted to access 10, 20, 50 fucking abilities and skills. Because you have some badass mission here. And so it really depends, right? What happened is that and then you can access. So what happened, okay, I'll just use myself as an example. So a lot of my past life are I actually haven't have a lifetime where I'm like so immersed in the human society. A lot of my past lives are shamans and witch, monks and herbalists. A lot of them kind of like away from society. Witches and wizards, artists. I'm quite introverted by nature. Always delve into this kind of stuff. And I'm able to use a lot of these, access a lot of these skills from these past lives, because I'm able to use a lot of, for say, the shaman past life, I'm able to access and use a lot of shaman ability that I have, because I work with energy, and I'm able to alchemize energy, and I travel into the underworld. But I do not call myself a shaman this lifetime, but I'm able to use that to help people. And I have many past lives as herbalist and a healer and artist, because I had a past life in artist, and I am still an artist because I enjoy it so much. And I'm just natural at it. I just start doing it when I'm like 2 years old, and you'll find that, like, if you're just natural at something, that you've 100% you've done that in your past life, you master it. And you know, artist is important skills for me this lifetime. It's one of the very top important skills this lifetime. That's why I need to access it and heal that, because that is my expression, and to express my ideas to the world in a way that is poetic. And maybe that's just how my soul likes it. Just like, that's just how I like it. I don't need to fucking think anyone. That's just how I fucking like it. I'm a sucker for aesthetic. I just like beautiful things. And I like beautiful people. I like beautiful souls. I like beautiful words. I like beautiful. Period. I mean, what else I gotta say about that? Don't you? Good day, Dominique the Mystic. Good day. Hi, Brendan. How would past trauma in this lifetime affect past life, future life? Okay, this is another really good question that we can delve into. Very good questions. All right, so another one I'm going to want to talk about is my past life as leader. I was actually like kind of like a cult leader in past life, but it's like not like a cult leader, but I was kind of like the leader of witches, kind of like of wizards and stuff. Like, I'm not going to talk about like me being in like other creatures, because like being human is in the spectrum of my past life is like a very tiny speck, because I've been many different creatures, way more than being human, because I don't like being human as much. All right. Feelings aren't new, but the awareness of my information. Exactly. So, yeah, Alex, that's right. It's not new to you, but it's just that you're just kind of being aware of it now. Awakening to it. Oh yeah. Getting back to that questions. Cobber Jams. That is a really lovely question. I love this question. For me, using myself as an example, as I share this artwork in the background. Wait, hold on. Wait. This little piece right here, where I'm being like, kind of, what is it called? Is it talking about this stuff? I gotta talk about this stuff. Gotta fucking talk about this stuff, you know, like. So I have been persecuted in a lot of my past life. I have been, yeah, I have been tortured. I have been killed in so many different ways, and a lot of heavy stuff. It came to me during meditation. It came to me during dreams. I've seen it, and like it's just a lot of like just very dark stuff. All right. So I was taken out all the fucking time because of what I talk about. Because I make magic. I share magic to every fucking one. Every normal people, not to just the top people. Not for those few that who wants to hold power. I was fucking taken out for doing that shit. I had to heal it. I had to heal my voice. I just shared today. It's not easy for me to share because I had to heal that. It took me like a whole year to heal that. No, actually, 6 months. Still healing. Still not super clear, but. And that piece I made like 3 years ago. And that, when I make that piece, I had no idea what I was doing. And I was like channeling it. I was just like, I just wanted to make this piece. And now looking back, I'm like, it makes sense. It makes sense. So a lot of my dreams, a lot of these things that like I do intuitively, unknowingly, subconsciously, I was doing them. I didn't know I was doing them until I start, learning more knowledge. I start, doing more research, and I start understand, start getting to know myself. I'm like, that makes a lot of sense. And also, when I was healing my voice, there's like this 2 line of like red line across my my throat right here, and I lost my voice for like a whole month, and like I was just like pain in the throat for like 1 whole month, and I was 27, so I was probably hanged at age of 27. Was a bit, yeah, and I was also raped by like 3 men. Yeah, I have like a birthmark right here, down here. Yeah, and so I, yeah, a lot of crazy stuff. I don't know, it's kind of crazy for me to talk about this. I can't believe I can talk about this. Can you? I can't fucking believe it. I couldn't talk about this because every time when I want to talk about this, my voice started like closed up. And, I have been also doing some extra purging for the past 3 fucking months to purge it out, to heal it. Because nothing can get me in. Nothing can get in the fucking way of me sharing this story. Yeah, a lot of my past life come back in dreams. Because when you have a very active third eye, you remember most of your dreams. I remember most of my dreams, and I connect and help other people in dream world. So some of my clients, before they come to me if any of you are interested in a reading, but you have to be also extremely open and involved in that way to interact with me like that, because some people just like there's no interaction, like it's just like okay. But like some of my clients, they're really powerful themselves, and so they can interact. They can come into my dream 1 day before and to give me extra information, and I would like help them. So some of my friends are, well, obviously because you attract kind of your soul family, and so I do. Not only that I dream for myself, I can access the dream world for other people, and I can actually see things. From their consciousness, I can actually travel to other people's dream, and that's why people see me in their dream, and that's why I receive these divine messages, and their spirit guides would come to me in my dream, and I would interact with them, and I would like tell them, yeah. Hey Zay. So I am kind of really experienced in that right now, but it was started like 3 years ago when I had my crazy third eye activations, when I started playing around with astral traveling and all that kind of. We talked about that before. What else? Can you come into my dream and be the demon? Of course, I believe in reincarnation. Those are basic stuff. Alright, I'm gonna get back into the flow because some distractions. Where am I? Oh yeah. So I got into astral traveling. I started to remember all my dreams, and I would wake up, remember all the details in my dream. And I started having prophecy dream, and I would dream about the wildfire in California 3 months before it actually happened. And I dream about flood in somewhere. And sometimes I travel in the dream world. I would shapeshift into into my angelic form to travel to these war zone to soothe these kids and wounded souls, to soothe them. So I do that a lot in my dream world. So I'm really super active in the dream realm. I do a lot of stuff in the dream realm. Sometimes I help guide lost souls in on the world. Sometimes I just help bring them healing energy. Because sometimes I feel like I'm flying. I'm always in the air looking down, kind of like an angel. Do that. And it depends. So but I do offer personal reading, and my readings are always kind of interesting. So it depends on what you need. The reading can be interesting. All right. So wait, where I'm going with that? Yeah. So that's how when and then I just throughout the years, it's been a while, and so I've gotten really good at this. So I've helped people decipher their dreams. So a lot of my friends would come, they have dreams. They would come to me and I will decipher. And I'll just okay, this is what it means. And this is what it is. Because you have many different type of dreams. So some dreams is going to be just like your mind is processing information. You're releasing emotion. So you probably would not remember these dreams so much details. Because the main point of these dreams is to release certain emotions that you couldn't release during real life, and you're able to release it during dream world. And so emotions like anger, sadness, and anxiety, and even sexual tensions could be released within dreams. So those are more the more of your body healing. And then the other types are more what are the other type? The other types are past life, the one that I wanted to talk about is that past life dreams are more memories. So you would feel emotional in those dreams, and you feel you just feel I don't know how to describe it. You will know if it's a past life. And the settings are also sometimes the setting is medieval, and then you will know it's obviously a past life. And I have many of those dreams where I'm living a lifetime in the medieval setting. I'm this is not present day. It's obvious. And then I had future life. I have dreams about future lives. And I know it's future lives is because it's AI is going insane, this cyborgs every fucking where. I'm being chased. I'm fuck. Traveling in yeah. But I only do future dream when I'm working with certain timeline where I want to collapse, and it's more the psychic work or astral work I'm doing. And then past life dream is more to help me understand certain relationship I have with people, with my ex, with certain friendships I have, and what was my relationships. And then sometimes I just have dreams that are symbolic, which is symbolic dreams are you'll see symbolic dream you'll see different animals, snake, wolf, or certain animals in your dream. Those are symbolic dreams, and you have to kind of search it out and okay, what does this mean, or your spirit guides and stuff like that. And so those are kind of meaningless. Not meaningless, they're kind of they don't have a full line of story, so it's kind of scattered. So they're more symbolic. So those are more messages sent from your spirit guides. Medieval cyberlibrium. So that sounds a little bit like past life. The future dreams, yeah, future dream. I have like a lot of future dream, like cyborgs and like, yeah. Sometimes it's extremely creepy. I have a lot of those. I need to collapse a lot of those future timeline because there's always like another one was also like involved with this alien species that is red color, like their skin is red color, but they look human though. And then I don't know, it was in a different planet. So yeah, and I was like escaping, and it was like being chased, and the whole race were being chased. It could be from the Orion War. It could be a past life memory of the cosmic past. Holy, holy fuck! Okay, that actually didn't. I didn't remember. That was one crazy one. Shit, that could have been a alien past life because did not look human. Their color is red, and we were on a spaceship, and then we came to a place where it looks like Earth, and I was like underwater trying to like hide myself. Yeah. Hey, how are you, Emperor of Warriors? Hi, Emperor of Warriors. I like that name. Yeah, so I don't really have a journal of my dream, but I do mentally remember them. And a lot of dreams I have, where I can, some other interesting dreams I'm kind of still deciphering though. A lot of these dreams I have these supernatural abilities where I can like control electricity, I can control energy, and I'm like never walk in my dream. I'm always like levitating and flying in my dream. So maybe some of you, maybe that could also mean something, you know. And I also can like have remote viewing. I have like a lot of like my psychic abilities and like all of my paranormal ability, you know. Another reason for that is because like right now I don't have a lot of these abilities in this fucking human suit. And I'm like frustrated. I don't know if like you guys understand my frustration. Like I can't fucking levitate. I can't teleport. Like I have to do this stupid human shit, and I'm just like so frustrated. Also, I can't remote view. I can't do like a lot of stuff that I know at a soul level that I know is natural to me. And sometimes I just get so upset that I don't have these abilities. And then so like when in the dream world, I'm like, and you know how I feel in my dream world? I'm like, finally, yes, I know, like I can. I'm flying, I'm not walking, yes, and I can remove it, I can like, it's just like, it's like a huge relief for me, like, oh, yes, ooh, yes, I'm like, yes, you know, feel, and I'm like, and then I woke up, I'm like, okay, fuck. Back into this human body. But I do have a lot of psychic abilities. I just need to be patient. I know I'm very impatient. I know these crazy abilities. I will have a lot of these abilities being activated during this lifetime. I already do. I have clairsentient, clairvoyance, claircognitions, and I can read mind, and I can read energy, and I can feel things. Sometimes I can see aura. And I can astral travel. I do already have, like, I'm just a little bit, like, greedy, I guess, but not really greedy because that's me. That's how I am. That's my abilities. I mean, like, it's not too much to ask for to have them. But sometimes it does feel like that, you know what I mean? Like, why does it feel like so much to ask for me to have my natural abilities? Jesus Christ, just because we're in this fucking human body that is so dense and downgraded, you know. I'm just like, okay, let's deal with this shit. And that's why I talk about DNA upgrades, light body ascension, and all that stuff. And so I can finally have some of my ability back. So yeah, that's another thing though. I have been going through, at the same time I was in the void, I was going through a lot of upgrades, a lot of DNA upgrades, and a lot of ascension. And sometimes I feel like my whole body was aching. You have to take painkiller because like everything was broken inside, so it could be rebuilt. And every time I come back from these crazy ascension, and I would have these crazy psychic abilities. I would hear things, all kind of stuff. I don't know, we signed up for it, but the thrill of it, the thrill of achieving it is very thrilling. It's like, yes, I did it. Now, see, here's the thing. Sometimes people see my contents. They're like, it's a little intense and dark and like stuff. But they didn't stay till the end to see the light on the other side of the tunnel. That reward, like that, whew. You know, like, you have to. You can. It's like the journey into your shadows, into the underworld, into the void, and whoop! That divine life force. And then you, whoa! And most people don't get it. Most people won't get there because they're not willing to face the stuff that makes them uncomfortable. So that's what I'm saying. But if you're here, oh voila. But I don't know where I'm going with this. But that is quite lovely. But anyway, so that was that, and that's why I have this this notebook that I have with me. As I was talking about my hermit journey, my cave. So I'm gonna wrap this up because I don't want this video to be too long because I want to upload it. But I will share. I guess I'll end this with sharing a few more things from my notebook. But eventually I will share more of them because I am gonna fill them up and I will put them in my book that I am working on. And I have to figure out how to write a book and all that kind of stuff because I have no experience. I don't have no freaking idea, but I need to do it. But anyway, but I will share a little bit here and there. Yeah, Greg. Yeah, so fam. I want to share with you guys. Keep a secret. No, just kidding. Alright, let's see what we can share. Oh, okay. So this is a lovely piece. It's like a little... I have this little drawing too. I absolutely love you. Oh, I love you too, Greg. Oh, so family. I believe so. What holds us back? Exactly. Absolutely. Absolutely, Jason. And that is the little piece I want to share with you and to end this life with. Yeah. This is when I'm in the void. And some of you have been in the void with me, right? Some of you, we did that before. And you know how good it feels. But the journey into the void, guys, it's like dying. It's like dying. It's not easy to get there. But once you got there, it's yours. It's yours. But it's so worth it. It's so worth it. I'm telling you, it's so worth it. And but I'll say that at the end. But I'll read this little poetry I wrote. All right. I allow myself to be loose control. Wait, it doesn't even make sense grammatically. I was just like writing. I allow myself to be. I allow myself to be. To lose control. I allow myself to be vulnerable. I allow myself, my old self, to be burned up and away. Sounds like a little ritual. Okay, and then share another one. You know, sometimes you just gotta write down, like, just gotta, like, it's like a little spell, you know, like, goodbye. Okay, other stuff I can't, like, other stuff is a little too abstract. I need to, like, explain them because, like, if else it won't make sense. So I want something to be a little more, like, easier to grasp because a lot of my writing is quite abstract. So I might need to work on the, like, putting notes on the side and stuff like that because that's maybe a little hard. Okay. Oh, okay. I'll share one from the fairy. I'll share a poetry from the fairy. All right. You know what? Let's do that. I mean, I already share some intense shit with you guys. I know you guys are here for that, but let's get a little sunshine. So this is a little poetry from the fairies that I was channeling the fairies, since they are my dear family. All right. Beauty is all around. Appreciate the beauty within and out. We are just a reflection of you that you had forgotten, and we want to remind you to appreciate your own beauty. And when you do, you'll be able to see beauty in everything and everywhere. This is a little poetry from the fairy. What I'm saying? A sucker for beauty, huh? And you gotta see that in you first. Let's read it one more time. One more time. And we're out of here. Beauty is all around. I get so giggly in the fairy energy. I cannot, guys. I get a little too giggly in the fairy energy. It's like, even reading this, and I'm like channeling the fairy energy. Alright. Beauty is all around. Appreciate the beauty within and out. And we are just a reflection of you that you have forgotten. Well, we want to remind you to appreciate your own beauty. And when you do, you'll be able to see beauty in everything and everywhere. That from the fairy. There you have it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out in the ashram. Thank you for hearing me out. And I will see you guys again very soon. Have a lovely day. Bye.